Hi everyone, it's Tammy, and today I think I'm going to make an easel to hold some paper and a pen. And I saw this online and I cannot find it for the life of me, but hopefully before I post this I can put the link to the video that I saw that had this on there. And she did say that it wasn't her original, so I didn't like flag it, I guess. I don't know what I was thinking, because usually I try to do that even if they do say that, because that's where I got it and I like to show you guys where I got something. But anyway, this is going to be a really cute easel if I do it correctly, and I have not done this yet, so I thought I would just wing it along with you guys. And we're going to use these papers just because I thought it was kind of springy and fun. And I am using a heavy-duty cardstock, so this is a thick cardstock, and I need this to be 3.75 or 3 3/4 by 11 inches. So I'm going to cut it right here at 3 3/4 inches by 11. And then I also need to score this, and I need to replace my, before I make any more cuts. Let me replace my blade. I've got one out because I remembered I needed to replace it, but I didn't remember before I made my first cut. There we go. Okay, so I have that one. Let me just cut all the pieces and then I will do it. So this one is, okay, so then I need one that is 4.75 by 7.75, and so this one is 4.75, and it's not going to be big enough if I do this. Okay, so I'm going to get another piece of black because I think I need to do all of this in the same base color. I don't exactly remember, but I think that's right. And if it's not, well, then we can do it again. This is going to be pretty simple once I get the dimensions right. I'll get my paper out. Okay, so then I need a 4.75, actually by 7 1/4, so I'm going to do it this way just to try to save some paper. 4 3/4 by 7 1/4, so that means this is 8 1/2. So 7 1/2 would be an inch off, and 7 1/4 would be 1.25 inches off, so 1 1/4. That should make this 7 inches. Oh, it looks like it's 7 1/4 inches. Oh, so let me cut off another quarter. Oh gosh, I did one at 7 1/4 inches. I'm a dingbat. Oh lordy, lordy, lordy. All right, so let's use this piece again, and 4 3/4 by 7 1/4. So 4 3/4. Good grief, by 7 1/4. So that means 7 1/4, 8 1/4. Cut off 1 1/4 inches, and this should be 7 1/4, and it is. So now I'm working with my full deck, and then I need one that is 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. Two and a half by 2 1/2. And then my paper for my layers, I'm doing 2 layers just because I wanted to use this green underneath this. I thought that was really pretty. So I'm going to cut this down to 3.5 squared. And I need one piece that's 3.5 by 3.5. And then I need a piece that's 3.5 by 2.5. And then I will do this in 3.25 squared. Because I'm just going to have an extra layer. Three and a quarter squared, and then 2.25. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut this so I can make some flowers with it. I'm just going to cut it at 4.25, just right in half. And before I start making any measurements, once we have the paper, or before I start making any score lines or anything, once we have that paper cut, I'm going to go ahead and cut a few of these flowers. And there are some leaves in here too. Maybe I will cut a couple leaves out too with the green. Sorry, I need to blow my nose. So let's see. I know I want to do this flower, and I'll do this green guy. And I'm going to do the centers. I'm going to do 3 different flowers, I think. That guy, that guy. Do I want this guy? Or this guy? I think I might want this guy. I don't know. We'll see how this looks and put it together, and if I need something else, we'll go with something else. Oh, oops, sorry, I took it off. So I'm just going to put these down on my big shot. Well, I'm just going to drop it first. How's that? Crafting in real life. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one out too, just because it doesn't take any extra time and it's sitting right here looking like it wants to be used. So there are all of those, and then I'm going to take some of that green and put these guys on top. Run this through. I didn't even know they had automatic big shots until just recently. Like that will go through like without you pushing it. How cool is that? I mean, I know they have the Cricut and stuff, but they have some that look just like this without the handle that you just use to put them all across. Punch out all of these guys. And I might need more. I don't know. I might not use all that I have. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what happens when I start putting them all together. Okay, so now we can actually start getting to work, I think. And I know that some of you like the whole process, so that's why I do it. Otherwise it would be fine just to start like with this and show you guys or tell you guys what I did, but I know some of you really like the whole process, so I try to do that when I can. So I need to score this on the long side at 4 inches. And where's my bone folder? And then at 8, 9, and 10, so that would be 1, 2, and 3 on the other side. So that's how I'm going to do it. So scored at 4 inches, at 8 inches, at 9 inches, and 10 inches. So this is 10, 9, and 8. And then the second largest piece, we need to score that on the short side at the 4 3/4 side. We need to score that at 1/2 inch on each side. So score at a 1/2 inch right here. And then a 1/2 inch on this side. And then on the long side, we need to score it at 4 and 4 1/2. And then the little piece, the one that's 2 1/2 by 2 1/2, we need to score that every 1/2 inch. So at a 1/2 inch, at 1 inch, at 1 1/2, and at 2. And I'm going to go ahead and score these, or burnish the edges of these. This one is going to create the pin holder. So you're going to put this together like a little box, and it's going to be like this as a pin holder. So you're going to need some nice adhesive too, and I think I'm going to use my tear and tape. And I'm going to go ahead and put this together. So I'm just going to put a piece of tear and tape right here. And then I like to make sure that it sticks really well. And then starting about 1/4 inch down, put your little sharp object between the paper backing and the sticker. If you start here, you could peel off some of the sticker, and that's not what you want. I'm just going to form this into a box. And press to make sure that it sticks well. And there's our little pin holder, so we have that part done. Yay! Now with this one, you're going to want to cut little, V's between each one of these lines. So you cut a little bit out of each one so that it will look like that. Hopefully you can see that okay. And that's just going to help it fold because we're going to make a little box out of this one. And I don't know that I need these anymore, but I'm not sure. So for this one, what we're going to do is burnish all of those edges again. And this is going to create the box to hold your paper. So it's going to look something like this. Actually, I think I'll put these on this side. So it's going to look like this. So to get that done, I'm going to put just a little, actually I think I'm going to use just regular glue on these guys. Oops. And I have this art glitter glue that I love. And I'm going to put that on each of these little flappy things. And then I'm also going to put it on the, and you know what else I'm going to do? Let me go ahead and put these up. I'm going to put these up and match them there. Something I like to do sometimes if I'm making a box or something to make it just fall a little bit nicer is on these edges I'm going to also miter those in. Just a little bit. So I'm just taking a slither off. I'm not taking very much at all. Just a couple millimeters. And then I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to put it on the edge. Goodness, I already clogged it up. I'm going to do this side too. This is going to be our paper holder. And then you're going to put this on the inside so that it'll hold the pin. So you only need glue on 3 sides. You want it on 3 sides, and then the side that's going to be touching the paper, you don't need it on. So I'm going to put some glue on 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. And then the side that it doesn't have glue on it, this side is going to go toward the paper. So I'm just opening this up so I can stick it in at the bottom. And hopefully you can see it in there. It's right there. And it will hold a pin. So it won't be flopping all around. If you take the notepad out, the pin won't fall to the side like it would if it were over here. So there's that part. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this paper on to my background paper. And I'm just using the glue just because I really like this glue. Even though I keep clogging it up. Usually doesn't clog up quite that quickly. It's been a couple days since I've played with it though, so. It's telling me I'm gonna be mad at you. Now this one you might want to make sure that you have the paper, if you have a directional paper, make sure you have it the way you want it because it will go this way on this side. This one's going to go in the middle, or it's going to go down in here. Oh, I should have put the, oh, I screwed up. I shouldn't have put the pin holder in yet. I'm going to see if I can get it off that back without ripping it too much. There we go. I think I got it. Okay. I can stick this down in there now. Yes, I can. And it's just going to go like that. So not very much of this is even seen, but it's still really cute. I'm just going to stick my little glue that down. And while that's drying, I will do the same for the top part, or the front, I guess. You could embellish this however you wanted. I'm like envisioning like a cute little bow, or these flowers that I'm gonna do, or you could stamp something. I think these are really cute, like teacher gifts, or even a friend gift or a coworker. I think you can get little notebooks at the Dollar Tree. Put those in there. I might even martyr this one just a little bit on each side. Okay, now this thing, this easel thing, let's fold this up. So this, I'm not exactly sure, I don't remember exactly, so I'm just gonna wing it. I'm gonna fold it like an accordion. I think that's correct. And then I'm going to fold this way. And that is correct because you want it to open, or to be able to open like that, so that it has a stand, because you're making a little easel out of it, like that. So you can either use your glue or your tear and tape, whatever you want. I'm going to go with my glue. To the bottom edge of this. There we go. And then this whole thing will stick right on here like that to hold it up. So you do have a little bit of area on the sides that you can see. Maybe I will put I'm going to cut about a 1/2 inch off of this on this side. And I'm going to glue this down. You won't even be able to tell that it has these little cutouts in it. Glue this down. And I'm just going to make sure that I cover up all of that flower stuff, so if it is a little off center, I'm okay with that, just because I know that that means that I'm covering up those little flower things. But I don't even know if it is off center. Cute. I really like it. And then you can embellish it however you want. And I have some of this greenery. And some of these flowers. I'm going to take my bone folder and just kind of play with these flowers a little bit. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to take some ink and just kind of swoosh up the edges just a little bit of these leaves. And maybe even the center of this. I guess I only have one leaf. I probably would like more than one, but that's okay. I'll make it work. Or I can just cut out another one if I wanted to. Adding some zhuzh to it. Okay, I'm going to add this guy to the center of this flower. Put glue just in the center of that flower and put it down. And I'm just going to put glue on the tail of him and stick him in here. Down there. I'm going to make this kind of look like a leaf by sticking it underneath the little flower like that. And then I'm going to take some rhinestones and put those on top. So let's see here. I have a little pink one. I'm going to put that on this one. And I think I'm going to do just a little, this one's really pastel pink, almost clear. So I'm going to put that on there like that. And there we go. There's our little box. So then you can put a little notebook in here. I need to actually get a notebook. I didn't even get one out for it, but we could pretend like that's a little notebook and a pen, and it'll fit all nicely right in here for your recipient. Like that. Isn't that cute? And most notebooks are about this size, but they're a little bit taller, so it'll even look a little cooler. But yay, I think that's awesome. So thanks for coming along with this little journey with me. It was fun. And I hope that you guys liked it, and I hope that you guys try it. And maybe I'll do another one after a little bit so that you guys can see it a little more fine-tuned. But yeah, I think it's cute, and I think it's a great gift. And a little something something for one of your favorite friends. So thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.